My countdown, and let's get into the show, man. And we got my man Rants N Bants in the house, boy. And you on the list, my man Rants N Bants, man. Come on, man, Rants N Bants. Good to have you over, bro. There you go. They got the list. Hey, listen, boy. All I gotta say, man, this list is the social media kings, and if you made it onto you made it on the top 10, you're doing something right. That's what Floyd Mayweather always says, right? You're doing something right. In talking about Floyd Mayweather, let me bring up him and Floyd, Floyd Senior had their little backwards and forwards. Quite fun. Check this out.
I can't move my hand with that. Let me do you this. You want to play games? Come on. I don't play games. I get right to it. Come on. Now turn over. See that like that. You. Turn over. Come on. Turn over. Stay over. Come on. Put your hand on me. Come on. Turn your hand on me. Turn your hand on me. It's me. You missed. It's me. Get your hand.
No, he got you. I heard it. I heard something.
Hey. Wait right here. I'm finna do you, man. I'm finna do you now. I'm finna do you. Come on, slow. I'm finna do you. Come on. Hey. Nobody faster than me. It's on me.
You know what's funny about it? The dad, the way when you see Floyd Senior, his feet are ready to throw hands, Like you see where he stands, like normally people do that, right? Their feet are always squared up. But his feet are back, like he's ready to throw a punch. But that's funny, man. That's so funny. I love it. I enjoy that. Anyway, let's get into the top 10 list, right? So coming in at number 10, and Rants N Bants, man, good to have you over. He's doing big things on YouTube. You need to go check him out. Rants N Bants boxing channel here on YouTube. Covers football, occasionally covers boxing, but mainly football. And he had a social media fight against Kieran, Mr. TD son. And it was a grudge match, celebrity match. And I think he knocked him out in the second round. He knocked him out in the second round. And he breaks into the list, with one fight, one KO, straight away out the bat. So Rants N Bants has made it to list, Actually, you know what I should have did? I should have put the flags. I should have probably the flags of the countries and stuff like that. I might add that later on, flags of the country, right? And he's got big numbers. He's got big numbers on social media, 100%. So, he breaks into the list straight in runs. And the thing is, when you talk about the social media kings, and you rating, obviously you got normal boxers and like these, but what it is that it's usually about the numbers they generate in the social media, in the social media era. And without doubt, obviously, on this list, these guys do generate numbers. And the thing is, Rants N Bants, I won't be surprised if he challenged one of the guys in the top 10 to move his way up to the spot, So coming at number 2, right? Number 2, Nate Robinson, the NBA basketball player. He fought a gallant fight against Jake Paul, but hey, listen, devastating knockout. He done him. But hey, Nate does big numbers in the NBA. He's very known NBA 3-time slam dunk competition champion. Definitely worthy to make the list. Is Nate gonna make a comeback after this fight? Listening to Gilbert Arenas on a recent podcast, he's thinking of making a comeback instead of just going out with the L. So stay tuned for that. So I think that might be happening. So I actually got lost. I got draw. That should be KOs. I need to change that. It says win, losses, and draws. I'm gonna have to change that on my thing. I'm gonna have to change it to KOs because that's where I got it. So I got 1 win, no draws, and KO. So I don't know why I got there. I need to change that real quick. In fact, I need to take that off though real quick. I just put the KOs on it, man. Just put them KOs on it. All right. So Nate Robinson coming in at number 9. So number 10, Rants N Bants. Beating DTA son. You can check that fight out on YouTube if you haven't already. Check it out. He gave him a nice beat. Actually, it was a nice backwards and forwards. Actually, DTA put up some hands and that, but my man Rants N Bants put him out, and the referee stopped the contest. Nate Robinson getting knocked out, but 3-time slam dunk competition champion. Scored multiple points in the NBA. Played for multiple basketball teams. He comes in at number 9, and we've got Deji. Deji put a gallant battle against Jake Paul. Jake Paul, man, this will doing some numbers out here. So he went the distance. He went the distance with Jake Paul. Actually, you know what? That's the funny thing about it. Actually, Deji didn't actually fight in a pro fight. It was an amateur bout, to be fair. But I'll put Deji on the list. Is KSI's brother. Deji. I don't know if he can make a comeback, but maybe I won't mind seeing Deji versus Rants N Bants or Nate Robinson. I think them sort of fights could happen. Maybe Nate's a bit heavy, but Rants N Bants probably could make the weight and get Deji. That I'd like to see that fight would be good. That would be a good like a social media. In fact, the media build up would be very good. The hype build up would be very good. Okay, the next one, Jake Weller. He actually never fought actually professional bout, but I have him on the list. He might be talking about trying to get a comeback, and like I said to you, Rants N Bants or Nate Robinson or Deji can challenge Jake Weller. Jake Weller would be an interesting fight against them. He's only ever had one fight so far. Got one loss, and these guys on the list, they definitely want to come back and try and make their name for it. Try and make their name in the list. So we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. So let's see how this goes on. All right, moving up to Logan Paul, the Maverick. Now, Logan Paul, as we know, he's got up and coming back against the money man, Floyd Mayweather. So he's going against trying to become the number one guy, right? Against the money man. So here we go here. There you go. They got the fight coming up. They haven't officially got a fight date. But that fight is an official actually going to be happening, and that again, a buzz, a social media plug. Obviously, number one pound for pound, former pound for pound number one boxer, generate the most money ever for an athlete in combat sport. Floyd Money Mayweather versus Logan Paul. That's a must watch. So if Logan Paul was to beat Floyd Mayweather, he'll become the number one social media king. If he was to beat him, so we'll have to stay tuned to see how that's gonna go, right? But let's break down the stats. Actually, Floyd Mayweather's getting on though, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's gonna retire his social media king status. The funny thing is, the social media king status, yeah, it only works when you're not fighting, I guess. Like they can fight anytime they want, so there's no time they have to defend the belt. It ain't like boxing; you have a certain amount of time, unless obviously someone becomes more popular than you, which I can't really see unless someone beats you. And even if someone beats you, doesn't mean they're gonna be more popular on your social media. But I guess they take your fans, and that's the way it goes. Floyd Mayweather coming in at the age of 43 with 50 fights, 50 wins, 27 by KO, no losses. Yeah. Last time he fought was 2017 August, 5'8", 72 inches reach, and his nickname Floyd Money Mayweather. And we have Logan Paul, is 25 years of age, years young boy. He's only had one fight, no wins, no KOs with one loss. he got the same record as Conor McGregor. His last time he fought was November 2019, so he's been more active. He stands at 6'2". And he has a reach advantage 4 inches over Floyd Mayweather 76. And his nickname is the Maverick. So that fight might be that fight hasn't got a fight date, but that fight's pending, coming very soon. So that's the fight with Floyd Mayweather coming up with Jake Paul. So he's contesting on the list, the number one social media king, which is Floyd Mayweather. And Logan Paul is definitely one to watch out. And he definitely hit that fight with KSI was brutal. You know, and he's only because he hold KSI right at the back of the head, but he hit him, and KSI went down. That was a devastating because he got a background in wrestling, so I could see why he was holding him around the back of the head and hitting at the same time. So KSI, he definitely could. He's definitely got a punch. If you stand there and let him, he's packing some weight. So Floyd's going to be giving up some size when that fight happens, and height and reach. But as we've seen with Canelo against skillful boxers, it doesn't really matter, does it? Right. Floyd will be heavily favored in that bout when it happens. All right, moving up the list. We have Jake Paul, come like the Klitschko brothers. They're both of them dominating in social media, and they're very popular, right? Logan Paul for not so popular for the forest incident where in China, I think they were in a forest where people commit suicide, and people kind of really kind of look at Logan Paul very disrespectfully. Up until that point, he was very popular, but he's apologized multiple times. But people just holding against him because the way he conducted himself. The only reason he apologized because he got backlash. I mean, when he was doing it, he wasn't bothered, was he? All right. So anyway, we got Jake Paul, his younger brother, making a name for himself, coming in with 2 wins and 2 KOs. Straight off the bat, man. He ain't playing. No, sir. He ain't joking around. So, yeah. He's got wins over Giggs, and he's got wins over Nate Robinson. And both of them, I ain't gonna admit, both of them makes quite good knockouts, man. Quite good knockouts. He's younger than his brother, quite younger than his brother. Let me see his age now, Jake Paul. Let me see his age. He's young, boy, Jake Paul, man. As soon as you put Jake, he's even on box. He's up on the box rec already. So Jake Paul, 23 years of age. His nickname's the Problem Child. He stands at 6'1". You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he ain't playing around. 23 years old. So he's definitely contending for the belt out here, man. He definitely wants the accolade. He wants the belt with 2 knockout. Giggs I had him favored against Giggs. Nate Robinson, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought Nate Robinson gonna win that fight. I thought Nate Robinson gonna win the fight. I just felt like, with his basketball athleticism, and if he had a good trainer, I thought he would have won, but he didn't train properly. He didn't train how he was supposed to train. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that didn't go well. But he's got 2 wins, 2 KOs, and he's 23 years of age. Is the Problem Child, Jake Paul. Moving up, KSI, aka JJ. Well, JJ is undefeated. He got a draw in the amateur bout he had with Logan Paul. As a professional, he's 1 win. And went the distance with Logan Paul, and yeah, he unanimously won. To me, it wasn't split. I think it was I don't think it was split. Was it even split? Nah, it wasn't split. I think he won unanimously on the scorecards. I think it was. And yeah, so JJ or KSI, however you want to put it, yeah, he's right there. They talk about another fight, but he's still happy about the win. But hey, you're only as good as your last win, and he definitely got last win. And you know what? Jake Paul wants to fight him. KSI is talking about it, but I don't know if KSI is going to take that because Jake Paul ain't playing around, man. Jake Paul ain't playing around. How old is KSI now? He's getting on a bit, right? Let me see how old KSI is, because you know what I mean? Because that Jake Paul ain't playing around there, okay? So, let me see his age. How old is this cat, bro? He should be on box rec as well, isn't it? He should be on box rec. Yeah, he's on box rec. Okay, how old is he? Hasn't actually got his age. Actually, I was born in 1993, so would that make him old? 1993. 20. What's that? 20, 27, 28. Yeah, 28. 28 years of age, stands at 6 feet, out of London, and KSI or JJ, whichever you want to call him, he's definitely right there. Like, he's heavy, you know what I mean? He comes in quite heavy and stacked, and yeah, with Vida thing, that's his trainer, Riley, that's his trainer, and they're doing pretty well. And he's quite busy and active. He's actually embraced the boxing thing. He had a good win over over his name against Joe Weller. Did I skip Joe Weller? No, Joe Weller lost it. He had a good win over Joe Weller, and he's moved on and had 2 fights with Logan Paul, and he's done pretty well. So KSI, he's quite, if anything, he's got more experience than quite many, and he's gone the distance. So he's actually quite well rounded. He's quite a problem, He's not easy. He ain't easy, right? And he can bang as well. So you got good stamina, go the distance, and we have to see about him. But KSI definitely contending, and we're getting into the big 3 now, man. Moving into the big 3, we have Ryan Garcia coming in with 21 wins with 18 KOs. These are the big boys now, moving up now, right? Ryan Garcia just beat Luke Campbell this weekend. And he apparently said he doesn't have to fight for the belts, and this is why he's on the list. He's basically endorsing and carrying on. He is the social media king. On my list, you come in at number 3. If for him to get into the thing, you're gonna have to challenge Conor McGregor or Floyd Mayweather to top that list. If you top that list, then I guess you become number 1. But even though I've titled this video Ryan Garcia, the social media king, I don't think you are right now, but you are 100% right there. He definitely generates numbers, like the fight with what's his name again, Luke Campbell, and that was a spectacular knockout that he put. Let me see that punch again. Let me see that. Show that punch. That was a spectacular punch, body shot there, right there. So yeah, it was interesting. That definitely, but at the same time, you've got some guys waiting for you, my man. These are the guys contesting you, want you. These are the guys that are champions in the boxing. But as I said, yeah, he ain't interested in fighting the champions. I think he's gonna be interested in just carrying what he's doing and beating guys at a certain level and just knocking them out and building up his profile. Yeah, he came in with the throne looking like Julius Caesar. And yeah, he's definitely on the social media list, man. He generates mad numbers. How much millions of followers on Instagram and Twitter, and also TikTok. And I'm not sure if he's on TikTok, the other one. So 100% he generated numbers. And Ryan Garcia, he's there, man. He's right there. He's right there. He's the next guy coming through. And I tell you what, him and Jake Paul were arguing about backers and forwards, but boy, Jake Paul versus Ryan Garcia, for the social, boy, I don't mind see that, man. These guys are contenders for the throne. We'll have to wait and see that as we go forwards. We have Conor McGregor, who challenged against Floyd Mayweather. for Mayweather, yeah, for the social media king, all bragging rights. We saw that epic, and in fact, they're the ones who actually started this thing right here, right? This massive mixed blend of different things. Floyd Mayweather's a guy. He's a carb off the curve. Everyone was laughing at the fight, right, between Floyd Mayweather and McGregor, but it's turned into something. It looks like all these other so-called YouTubers, or that's what people refer to them, have come into the fray. And listen, people watching, they've got. And the thing is, boxing is bringing a new, fresh, young audience in it that feel like everyone can participate in the martial art. And MMA is different. That's much harder. But boxing is you only got one discipline on your feet and protect yourself and different styles. So 100% Conor McGregor. Let's see. I think he's the fight that Logan Paul, it's nothing about Jake Paul's called him out against. So Jake Paul's, if anything, Jake Paul is busy. He's called out Ryan Garcia, Conor McGregor, a potential fight with who have we got here? KSI. So he's called out KSI, he's called out Ryan Garcia, and he's called out Conor McGregor. He ain't touching Mayweather though. He's left that to his brother, his big brother, older brother is contesting against Floyd Mayweather. So that's why I have them in the picture, right? And coming in at number 1. So Conor McGregor's on the list, he's still there. And I'll tell you what, Conor McGregor would listen, he'll get a mad payday to fighting these guys now. If I Conor McGregor, I'd take the Logan Paul fight. I'll take that now. I'll take that right now, boy. Conor will, most people, that'd be close though. Again, not Logan Paul, Jake Paul. That's a close fight, right? It's a close fight, so we have to see. Yeah, I think that I wouldn't mind seeing that. Or KSI, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Conor, in terms of mouths, Conor would do them dirty though. Conor would do them dirty. I don't think they're ready for his mouth. Like his mental game is crazy, bro. So you have to be pretty tough and strong-minded to deal with Conor McGregor's mind games out there. What's up, Lawrence, man? What's up, Lawrence Williams? So you have to be pretty strong-minded to deal with Conor McGregor's verbal attack, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So we have to wait and see. Coming in number 1, the undisputed champion, social media champion, Floyd Money Mayweather. The man has transferred from the professional ranks into the social media ranks. I mean, building his profile, and he is taking all comers, not in professional ranks now, not in the boxing ranks. In terms of social media, he'll take that easy money. He'll come on with his ski mask like he's robbing the bank and take the change. And Logan Paul stepped up. He wants to challenge himself. against the pound for pound social media king, and we will see soon how that grows. But so this list here, in my opinion, is quite credible. Rants N Bants, watch out for him. Go check out his YouTube channel. And all these guys, obviously, Nate Robertson, Deji's got his YouTube channel. Joe Weller's got his YouTube channel. Logan Paul, he's got his YouTube channel. Jake Paul, KSI, Ryan Garcia, he ain't got a YouTube channel. Conor McGregor has got one. I don't think so. But Floyd Mayweather, he got the money teams on YouTube channel. But most of these guys, yeah, these guys are quite big. These guys are very big on social media, so have a very big following on social media, and they're very active. So occasionally they'll run out. If they come out and get a fight, and the funny thing, they don't have to fight like every month. They can fight like once a year, and people will just turn out because their name. So, the social media king, in my opinion, is still Floyd Money Mayweather. No one generates money like that, and he's just when he fights, everyone watches. The world stands still. And Ryan Garcia does make a splash, but not like Conor McGregor, who makes a splash, and not like Floyd Mayweather. But Ryan Garcia, definitely, in my opinion, is number 3. In my opinion, bigger than KSI. KSI is big, though. You know what I mean? Pacquiao can crack the top 10. Pacquiao ain't fighting no social media guys, though, man. Pacquiao can crack in the top 10 if Conor wins. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's a good fight. That's a good point. If they fight, that's a good point. Good point. Thanks, Lawrence William. If Pacquiao was to fight Conor McGregor, then he'll crack right in. If he cracks right in, Pacquiao, I'll put Pacquiao right. You're right I'll put him into the number 2 spot straight away. I'll put Pacquiao but I'll put Pacquiao 2 or 3. But Ryan will be shifted down, 100%. I should have put Pacquiao, but Pacquiao hasn't done anything yet, so. Like at least these other guys, they've actually been into that realm. So, but 100% though, man, 100%. We have to see about that, man. So that's what it is, man. So you guys, man, that's my list. Social media kiss, they're in effect. What you guys think? Disagree? Agree? And yeah, man, I thought you guys would be interested in that. You know, end of the day, the social media era is in effect, full effect, and as you can see, yeah, by this here, they're fighting, boy. They're fighting. Ryan Garcia is declared himself the social media king. You ain't there. You ain't the king yet, but you on the list, though. You on the list, Ryan. Ryan is definitely making some waves. I mean, him and Devin Haney. You know, I don't think he wants to fight these fights. There, Ryan wants to continue doing what he's doing, and there's the other guys he's interested in. Most people against them 3, they don't really give Ryan much of a chance. You know what I'm saying? So Ryan's got work to do. But end of the day, yeah, this is what boxing in the social media era is out. And we have a social media. Like, I'm a hardcore boxing fan, but celebrity boxing, social media champion is what it is. And YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. These guys cover all the platforms and they do big numbers. All of them. Every one of them. So if you don't know, be familiar with a lot of these guys here on the list. I might change it, but this is my current list. And I believe I'm the first one to put the social media list out here. I think I am. So if you haven't ever heard it from anyone else, you heard it from EJ Boxing Live first. So appreciate you guys coming over. I'm a play you out with a good tune. And actually, I'm going to play you out. I'm gonna play you out with my man Eddie Hearn talking about how he feels about boxing. Eddie Hearn's on this stuff as well because he promoted the KSI Logan Paul too. So let Eddie Hearn say his couple of words, play some tunes, and then we out. Peace.
Message to all the fans watching it, wish them a Merry Christmas, and also why should they watch the fight?
You should watch this fight because this is what boxing's all about. This is about putting your O on the line. This is about putting what you believe on the line. You think you can win? Step up in the big fights and let's see it. You can talk the talk, but when the lights come on and you walk out the O2 Arena into a little ring 20 foot by 20 foot to fight another man, this is the pureness of the sport. Why boxing is the greatest sport in the world bar none. Let's build the hype, let's watch the excitement, and let's see the purity of British boxing explode and unfold February the 3rd, O2 Arena.
Thanks very much, Eddie Hearn.
Come on.
He comes to Undisputed Champion.
I'm not going in there for the knockout.
Hello! You're not going in for the knockout, you're just going to take your time.
No, he's going to knock him out.
He's going to knock him out, Tyson.
Sure, 1 round.
One
Game
round?
over.
I don't know. He's never been stopped though, Tyson.
If Huey can't knock him out in a round, it means Huey's shit.
Everyone's going to mark me on that. Hey, Tyson said your shit.
So what?
Don't waste your breath on the traitor. Let's finish him off.
Just you have a try. You aren't any match for me, you dog.
Son of a bitch!